Davide Poser into the game off the bench for New Hampshire. That's a Rhode Island steal. Feed to Estevez into the corner for the Rams. Got it. Cam Estevez off the bench immediately gets on the scoreboard. Rhodey with possession out of the break, up by 2. Brandon Weston gets the touch, feeds inside for Fomina, who slams it home. How about Jeremy Fomina? House splits 2, and he brings down the house. Jaden on the dunk. And Green comes up with a big rebound. Rhode Island pushing the pace. Going up and finishing, laying it in. Jaden House. Three-pointer, a little too strong that time from the near side. Rhode Island a chance to tie or take the lead. Estevez, transition 3, got it. The drought of over 3 minutes. Intercepted on the inbound. Racing the other way is Xavier Brown. And blocked from behind by Montgomery, but then the second effort from Lynn Greer. And it's sometimes momentum can shift that quickly. Court right, deep 3, wide of the mark. And Cam, you know, in a game like this, especially at this point early on in the second half, you don't want to try too many desperation shots. Here's a long one, it's good from Greer. He has 17. Feeding it to Green, has an open look to the bucket, lays it in. David Green has come on in the second half, he has 10 points. House, long bounce pass in for Green. Green turns the corner, lays it in, and Rhode Island has taken their first lead since the first half. Montgomery looking to make it happen. Oh, kicking out. Court right. Can he do more damage in the second half? Rhode Island moving the wrong way here. Now driving, 5 seconds to shoot. Court right with walls all over him. Estevez, very quiet in this game, hits a 3 at the buzzer. First three-point make of the game, first bucket for the freshman Estevez. And Archie Miller talked about, he's kind of hit his freshman wall, so to speak, as of late, but came through clutch that time for the Rams. Fuchs, he has space. He's not even thinking about taking it here. House will try way downtown. That's good. Jaden House. It's a house party here in the Ryan Center. That's 2 threes in a row. As good as Bailey's been in this game, just 1 assist to his name. He's big as well for this team, but making plays like that. Here he is underneath, trying to get a couple bobbles up and in, but can't. Which team will break the tie here? Fuchs, is he gonna take it? No, he won't. Feeds underneath though, Green breaks away and lays it up. An easy 2 for David Green, who's at 8. House between his legs, trying to get away from Baker, can't get around him. Loose for a moment, but Woodyard eventually comes up with it. Now on the other end, Woodyard rejected away again by Brown. Big in the second half. Court right again, catches it but drives this time to the corner. Estevez knocks down the 3. Cam Estevez gets back on the scoreboard, and that forces a Nathan Davis timeout. Woodyard spinning inside to the top of the key for Robinson. Up top, 3-pointer, good for Woodyard.
That's a 3-point basket for Trey.
And that's a killer. You start to build some momentum, and then New Hampshire strikes again. Seems like they're scoring at will. Estevez, strong underneath. We've seen him do it from distance today. That time going to the rack. Deflected away. Brown, the intended target. Pass behind Robinson, but he gathers. 3 now again for Miller. Got it. Naeem Miller from downtown has been electric. And New Hampshire has their largest lead of the night at 10. Brown at the baseline. Gets it back up top. Court right, up fix, lobs it up and throwing it down is Tyson Brown. Binkley off the inbounds pass. Back on the hands of Greer. Greer down the lane, flips it back, wide open look for Fleming, and he hits. Rasheer Fleming, he's been big this year for St. Joe's, and he gets them back on the scoreboard and back up by 3. Sets the screen now for Greer. He'll get it, cutting to the bucket, through contact, finishes. St. Joe's has their largest lead of the game. They've scored 9 straight. Richmond, one of the better defensive rebounding teams this season. Couldn't quite get it there on the last 2. 10 to shoot again for Rhodey. Driving is Green. 7 on the shot clock. Splits 2 defenders. Gets the layup to go. Count the foul as well. Green will get to the line. Weston had 2 in his last appearance against New Hampshire. He played 15 minutes First free throw of the 1-and-1 goes down. Weston hasn't gone to the free throw line a whole lot this year, Cam, just 4 of 4, and that's something he's talked about. He says he knows he can hit from the free throw line. He's a good free throw shooter in his basketball career. He just hasn't really made those plays happen for himself. He did that time in a big moment here as Rhode Island's looking to get back into the game, and he makes both of his free throws. Perfect 6 of 6 on the season is Brandon Weston. Rhode Island 5 of 9 from the line in the second half. 6 of 11 here for the game. And Brown misses his first.
He talked about how crucial these free throws are. The Rams having one of their best free throw shooting performances so far this season, shooting 70%, 14 of 20. Brown can't get the second to fall.
Ball is loose, and who's it going to go to? The officials don't have an answer. Neither of the 3 officials came up with a ruling on out of bounds. Finally, the call is made, Rhode Island basketball. You don't see that very often. Two long-standing rivals return at last. After a decade hiatus, the Rhode Island Rams will host the New Hampshire Wildcats in a series that dates back 117 years. Welcome inside the Thomas M. Ryan Center. I'm Zach Austin. That's Cam Isimone. Cam, it's been a tough stretch for the Rhode Island Rams. They've dropped each of their last 4, and now they're going against a New Hampshire team coming off some rest and a lot of momentum.
Right, Zach. The Rams have dropped 6 of their last 8, including a 3-0 start to the season, a 5-0 record to start the season as well. But UNH has lost all 4 of their games on the road, so the Rams are going to see. We're going to see firsthand if they can bring that winning ways here back at the Ryan Center tonight.
Well, one of the bright spots for Rhode Island during this tough stretch has been the freshman Cam Estevez, the reigning Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week. He may be a freshman, Cam, but he doesn't play like one.
Yeah, just perfectly said, Zach. He might look like one, but he does not play like a freshman at all. Cam Estevez leading the Rams in scoring the last 2 times on the road. The previous 2 losses the Rams have had, but Cam has definitely been a spark off the bench for Rhode Island this season so far.
Has been one of the crucial young pieces for Archie Miller in year number 2. As we'll take a look at the Rhode Island lineup. A lot of injuries for the Rams, so always right sliding into that guard spot for his 3rd consecutive start.
Yeah, he started the last 2 games on the road, Zach, averaging 7 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2.5 steals as well. Combined for 6 for 11 from the field as well in those last 2 games. So he's definitely been playing well in that starting role so far.
And looking at the other end of things to the New Hampshire bench, it's been the usual starting 5 for this group, headlined by last year's America East first team selection, Clarence Daniels.
And Nathan Davis, the head coach for the visiting Wildcats. Clarence Daniels as well, leading the American East Conference in scoring, 2nd in rebounds as well. 19 points per game and 9 rebounds for the senior forward. Definitely a key player to hone in on here tonight.
And there is a look at Archie Miller, 2nd year leading the way for Rhode Island's first ever time coaching against the New Hampshire Wildcats here tonight. 220 and 148 as a head coach. Robinson, Miller, Baker, and Woodyard. Jordan Daniels in the starting lineup for New Hampshire. And we are underway. Rhode Island wins the opening tip. The new year is here, and so is a brand new season of college basketball. Conference play in the Atlantic 10 opens up tonight as the 6-7 Rhode Island Rams host the 10-3 St. Joseph's Hawks. Happy New Year, everyone. Zach Austin, Cam Isimone, and Cam. Rhode Island has snapped a big losing streak last time out. They're going to have to keep up that momentum against a really tough St. Joe's team.
Yeah, the St. Joe's team, Zach, has played up against a lot of tough opponents this year, has beaten 2 nationally ranked teams in Kentucky and Villanova, so Rhode Island's definitely going to have to key in on their homework tonight, for sure.
And one player that really gave this Rhode Island team a boost last Saturday was David Green after missing the first half of the season, and it's clear when he's on the floor, this is a better Ram squad.
Green, the Louisiana Tech and Hofstra transfer from Florida, 15 points, 60% from the field, didn't miss a free throw. And like you said, Zach, definitely making an impact with the minutes he had in his debut. Just a versatile player, can play both ends of the ball. Huge impact in his debut against Northeastern.
15 points off the bench for Green, the Florida native in his junior season. Here's a look at the Rhode Island starting 5. Some more changes. Cam Estevez making his 2nd start, the freshman out of Harlem, New York, and then Louis Courtwright back into the starting lineup after coming off the bench last time out.
Yeah, we asked Louis Courtwright after the game. That time sitting on the bench, he still got his minutes, but definitely sparked something underneath him to continue to put up the numbers he's been putting up all season.
David Fuchs also back from concussion for his second consecutive start. Here's a look at the St. Joe's starting five, headlined by Eric Reynolds II.
Followed by Cam Brown, Lynn Greer III, Rasheer Fleming, and Anthony Finkley. The five out there for fifth-year head coach Billy Lang. Also was an assistant with the Philadelphia 76ers and is 2-4 against the Rhode Island Rams all time.
Your officials tonight, Sean Hall, Jerry Heater, and Jeff Pond. And St. Joe's 10-3. They also knocked off Princeton. They were undefeated when the two teams played on December 10th. This is a team that Archie Miller believes, as you get a look at him right there, second year leading the Rhode Island Rams. The St. Joe's team, he believes, can beat anyone in the country on any given night.
Yeah, Zach, we talk about the opponents they've played. The Hawks are fifth in the country with about 12 three-pointers made per game. So the Rams definitely going to have to key in on perimeter defense here tonight.
94th all-time meeting between the Hawks and the Rams, and we are underway at the Thomas M. Ryan Center here in the village of Kingston, Rhode Island. Welcome back to the Ryan Center. There's a look at the Rhode Island women's team from left to right. That's Awa Kamara, Inez DeBra, Sophie Sen, and Maya Torre. We just saw the performance they had last night. They're here to support the men's counterparts here at Rhode Island. We welcome you back to the Ryan Center. Zach Austin, Cam Simone, and Cam. The defense is really shining in this game. Not the characteristic start you'd expect from the St. Joe's offense, but they were able to pull away towards the late stages.
Yeah, definitely not the start we were anticipating. A 6-point lead for St. Joseph's. Rhode Island doing their homework beyond the perimeter. St. Joseph's only 3 of 15 from beyond the arc.
We'll take a look on how that first half unfolded. St. Joe's getting the work early, largely off of 12 Lynn Greer points. Here's one of his first buckets, getting around to the defender Fuchs and laying it in.
We talk about Rhode Island doing their homework beyond the perimeter. Eric Reynolds, their leading scorer, only held to 6 points in the first half. And how about that hustle from Montgomery, but some more hustle on the offensive end for the Hawks.
Second effort getting it done tonight, and multiple possessions for St. Joe's. Another feed underneath for Fleming, the Big Five player of the week. But on the Rhode Island side of things, one of their bright spots has been Louis Courtwright. 2 of the 3 Rhode Island three-pointers. There's one. He's up to 10.
Not starting last game, back in the starting lineup here tonight for the Rams. Again, like you said, Zach, leading all Rams with 10 points. 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. The Rams have only hit 3 as a collective unit. But Courtwright just catch and shoot in rhythm off the dribble as well.
Those 3 setting up a play like this, moves inside, feeds to Tyson Brown, who slams it home. There's the numbers through the first half. St. Joe's 41% from the field. Both teams with 3 3-point makes, and a fairly clean game in the turnover department. But St. Joe's has taken advantage of the turnovers that they forced in this game.
Yeah, no points off turnovers for Rhode Island, but back to the field goal percentages. 30 for Rhode Island, 41 for the Hawks. The Hawks limit opponents to 37% on field goal attempts, which is ninth lowest in the country.
St. Joe's also a sizable advantage in the paint, outscoring Rhode Island by 10 in that department. All that brings us to a 6-point game here with the second half just moments away, 36-30. St. Joe's on top of Rhode Island. Don't go anywhere. The second half is next on ESPN+. Halftime here in Kingston, Rhode Island. The visitors, the New Hampshire Wildcats, leading Rhode Island by 4 at the break. Welcome down courtside, Zach Austin, Cam Simone, and Cam. New Hampshire got off to a hot start in this game, but Rhode Island closed the gap, and it's been a game ever since.
Yeah, ever since then, the Rams have really been playing their style of basketball, getting to the basket, drawing contact. 7 of 9 from the charity stripe so far, but only 8% from beyond the arc, something they're going to have to key in on to spark some more offense in this second half.
We'll take a look at how this half unfolded. It was that big 9-0 run out of the gate for New Hampshire. Clarence Daniels playing a big part of it for New Hampshire.
We talked a lot about it, Zach, that paint presence on defense. Rhode Island has done a great job so far of holding him down low, but really in that second half stretch of the first, he really took over. He's got 17 so far, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc.
Here may be the highlight of the first half. Jeremy Fomina slams it down. He has 10 and 7 through the first 20 minutes. Jaden House getting it done as well. Trying to pick up some momentum after a down game against Delaware. Here's another bucket for the High Point transfer. Here's some numbers from the first half of play. New Hampshire shooting better overall, and big advantage from beyond the arc.
And we talked about the rebound margin. The Rams lead the A-10 in the rebound margin, about 5.5 over their opponent. UNH matching that tonight. They both got 20 rebounds apiece as a collective unit, but we talked about the three-point shooting. Only one of 12 from the field, from beyond the arc for the Rams. 7 of 11 for the visiting Wildcats, shooting 44% from the field as well.
Rhode Island also has a handed advantage off the bench, 15 points and just 5 for the Wildcats. Well, it's been an exciting one so far, and that's sure to continue here in the second half. Don't go anywhere. College basketball here on ESPN. There's a look at our friend, the St. Joseph's Hawk, perhaps the most iconic mascot in all of college sports, and with more on the history of this icon, here's our friend Chris Ward.
Thanks, Zach. Brody the Ram isn't the only mascot in the Ryan Center tonight.